From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Herbert off of play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
We got three. Mike three. Big stop, G.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Herbert has it knocked free, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, now Brady. He finds Corey Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 5-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Dante Fowler. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Herbert now. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Williams is going to have the 1st down and a little more. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On the give, this is Eckler. Hard running at the 15. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Powers through, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Herbert on 1st down now. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And Hall not going to bring this one out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. This one caught by Davis. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Eckler. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Herbert just beat the play clock. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Once again, it's Connor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Connor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's complete to Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to counter. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
57's the mic, rock 57.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
64 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Four yards remain for 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Herbert going to throw. And that's caught by Williams. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
What can Brady do now with his drive? Finds his running back, James Conner. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. 6 yards left on second down. Now a play fake. Brady. Flushed out right. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you can